Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video that I had mentioned in my live stream last month that I wanted to be doing, and that is a video on shadow work. Now, I don't want to portray myself as any kind of expert in shadow work. I am very new to it as well, and what my video here today is going to be about is just my experience with it and how it's helped me in my journey so far. I definitely plan on using it more and continuing with what I'm doing currently in my practice with that, but it has helped me move past a lot of things, and I've noticed a huge change in how I feel about things that previously, caused upset or panic. After doing shadow work, it just lessened that effect to me a lot. So I wanted to share what I've been doing with you guys in case it's helpful for you, or it's something that you're interested in knowing more about, or you're not really sure how to get started. So I'm gonna jump right in and tell you guys what I've been doing and how I've been doing it in my practice. And again, everybody does things differently. If you do it differently and it works for you, then great. If you're looking for a way to get started with shadow work, this is something that you can try. And if it doesn't work for you, don't let me be the end-all be-all of your knowledge of this. Always try to look for more people talking about it, or more people sharing their knowledge about it or their experiences of it, because the more knowledge you know and the more you know about the subject, the better you are going to be able to identify what works for you and what doesn't. So don't let me be the end-all be-all of your knowledge of this, and just make sure that you're getting different perspectives on this, because it will help you feel more confident in your decision on how you move forward with shadow work. So without further ado, let's get started. So in the beginning, I was like a lot of other people getting started with shadow work. I had no clue how to get started or what I was doing, and honestly, I didn't really know what to do with it until I read an article. Look below in the description, because I'm sure I will link to it in case it might be helpful for you. It's like having a second you that is going through all these emotions and going through, anger or upset or sadness, and us just ignoring it. And the reason why things get so bad is because we keep saying, let's use an example of, you really are trying to cut down on your sugar intake, right? And you really are craving sugar, like you really, really want it. And you keep telling yourself, I don't want sugar, I don't want sugar, I don't want sugar. But by doing that, that's actually making your shadow self saying, yes, I want sugar so badly. And it's actually feeding the reasoning of that shadow having its feelings. So by instead saying, yes, I want sugar, and I'm really craving it right now, but how can I curb this with something healthier? So by doing that, you're acknowledging your shadow self having this craving and having this want, but you're also saying, you know what? I know and acknowledge that you have this, but we have to recurb that. We have to go this way. And it's kind of like, to me, I kind of see it as almost a redirection for your inner child in a way, because whenever I have these feelings or upsets that come up and I'm doing this shadow work, I imagine myself as two people, and the person that's experiencing, or the self that's experiencing these emotions and these feelings, and me, myself, comforting or talking to that part of myself. So for example, with my recent divorce, there have been a lot of times that have come up to where I've been reminded of something that me and my ex-husband experienced together, or a situation or a memory that we had together. And it brings up a lot of emotions. It brings up happiness and joy, but it also brings up sadness and sentimentality, because I long for that. I miss that. I miss those moments that we had together. But at the same time, I have to realize that I'm past that point in my life, and I'm past that experience. So when my shadow self is really wanting to just wallow in that and just want to soak into that, I turn around and I say, yes, you know what? You are sad about this, and it's okay to be sad about it because it's something that happened, and you had a wonderful time when that moment was happening, and that is a memory for you because you enjoyed it, or that is a memory for you because it was painful. And it's okay to feel happy about that or miss that, or it's okay to feel sad about that or upset by that. However, now we have to realize that and release those things and move on. And this kind of gets into the other part of the shadow work, is releasing what has come up. So by just acknowledging it, it can really help to identify those feelings and acknowledge them. But then after you do that, what do you do? And for me, it's been very helpful to acknowledge those feelings that come up and to address them, and then further use my releasing technique, which I've been using for a while, which is using redwood tree and willow tree. And I imagine myself in a forest using my right hand on the redwood tree roots and then putting my left hand on the willow tree roots. And for me, my left is my receiving side and my right is my giving side. So for me, I breathe in those memories and breathe in those feelings, and I take a deep breath and hold that all in and feel that feeling and feel that emotion. And then as I'm releasing those feelings and emotions and memories out through my right side and into the redwood tree, and releasing that into the roots and letting the tree take it. And then as I'm releasing that, I'm bringing in the next breath and bringing in the strength and flexibility from Willow to give me strength to overcome that experience and overcome that sadness or sentimentality over that experience. And that kind of helps me to move through that situation. And it doesn't always happen overnight. It's not always that, one time go and I'm done kind of thing. There have been times when I've had to go through that process multiple times before it sets in that I've moved past that. But it has, using that shadow work and acknowledging those feelings and acknowledging those experiences and those emotions and then further releasing them, has helped me so much move past so many things that have come up. And I don't want to make you guys think that I am 100% out of the woods with everything, because I know that grief is a process and it doesn't happen overnight. And as much as we would like it to happen quickly, it doesn't sometimes. Sometimes it just takes time. And there are still days that I wake up and I'm sad about what happened, and I'm sad about the experiences that I went through, or I miss the puppies and I'm having to work through those emotions. But knowing how to handle them in that way has made it so much easier for me to deal with them, and it's made me less likely to push them away and try to suppress them, which ultimately just ends up being worse and making the situation worse. And it's made it to where I actually have a tool to use when those situations come up. And having a tool that you can use when those things come up and when those things happen makes you feel so much more empowered and like you can actually handle it, and it makes it easier to deal with when it does happen. And this is things that you don't even need to be doing in your own home. You can be doing this on the way to work while you're driving in the car. You can be doing this while you're falling asleep at night. You can be doing this in the middle of the grocery store. It doesn't have to be I'm gonna sit down and do this ritual. It can be something that you're doing just wherever you are. So I know that these things have helped me, and I wanted to share them with you guys because I want to be able to give you guys tools to use or options that you can try in case they work for you too, because I know that it's helped me a lot and I wanted to share it with you guys because of that. But with that said, I hope you found this really helpful. I know that this video is kind of short, but I just wanted to share that with you guys in case that was helpful for you. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Also, if you have any requests for videos in the future or subjects you would like me to cover, leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to make those videos happen, or at least add them to my video making list. I have a lot of videos that I want to get through, and it's just timing. Like sometimes I just don't feel ready to make a certain video, so please leave them down below anyway. I can't promise that they'll be gotten to very quickly, but at least they'll be on my list and there for me to get to when I do feel prepared to do that video. But I do hope you guys felt this was helpful, because I know it is one of those subjects where people are like, I don't know where to start, and I was one of those people, but what I've been doing has been working for me, and I hope that it at least helps you in some way, whether that's finding out what method doesn't work for you or what method does work for you. But in any case, I really hope that it makes your journey easier and your experience a little bit easier. But if you're interested in finding out more information about me or booking a private reading, feel free to go to my website, and don't forget to follow me on social media, because I do live stream readings a couple times a week, if not every couple weeks, on some other social media, and I'm hoping to start doing them here. So if you're interested in knowing more about that, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Those are the main places that I post that kind of information. But if you have any questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to get back to them as quickly as possible. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a wonderful February, and I will see you at the end of next month. Bye guys.